welcome to another episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Efe West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time on this channel, this is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstition, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I will be addressing a very important subject about the Western occult community. This is a phenomenon I have noticed ever since I got in touch or in contact with so-called Western occultism. Many of the practitioners always claim that they feel drained by spiritual practice and especially relating to matters of sex. In fact, what they're saying is that sex is not good for spirituality, it is not good for spiritual activities, that it drains their energy, that it is a bad thing, that if you want to be very, very good in spirituality, you want to be a master or you want to excel, you need to abstain from sex. That sex will deplete your energy, it cannot make you function or perform your spiritual activities properly. So this is what they preach. And many of them have been preaching this very thing for so many years now. I want to address this issue today in this video. This video was necessitated by the fact that 2 days ago I did a video on sex and masturbation and spirituality, the effect, if there is any negative effect. And I posted this video on a Facebook group filled with other spiritualists. So a spiritualist was commenting that sex or masturbation drains energy, that the only kind of sex he recommend is tantra, that withholds sexual energy so that they can use it for other things. So I want to talk about this today because it's very serious, and I think it's a very grave misconception. Some people are pushing their worldview or their mentality, or they are trying to spread their limited view on spirituality into the rest of the world. That is why I get to step in today. Let's address this issue. Okay? So, from the way I see it, in African spirituality, of course I am an African. I grew up in Africa, I was born in Africa. In all the African spiritual practice that is hard there, that you will find, there is no one that you will see that complains that sex is a problem with their spirituality. None. We don't have the problem of sex draining our energy in Africa. Okay? In Africa, we believe that, we know that sex is the highest form of spirituality. It is through sex, the coming of a man and a woman, that new life is created and souls enter into this planet. Souls do not just fly from outer space and drop down on the earth like an Schwarzenegger in Terminator. No soul, no human being living on this earth flew down from another planet and started living. Before any soul can enter this planet, it must be conceived, and a male and a female needs to come together and they need to have sex. Okay? That act needs to be performed. There need to be ejaculation, there need to be explosion, there need to be a volcanic eruption. Then something will happen. The egg and the ova will meet and new life will form. So there is nothing wrong about it. So for these men, these spiritualists, most of them are from the East. Some of them are so-called chaos magicians that are just mixing spiritual practices from every spiritual system into one dumpster pile of shit and say they are chaos magicians. Many of them are the ones bringing this kind of mentality. The boy that was talking this to me yesterday, I believe he is from Asia and is also one of these so-called chaos magicians. Well, today I want to clarify that we are not all the same. Though we may be humans, but all men are not created equal. And sex does not drain our energy in Africa. We have lots of energy. Okay? I will show you an example of African spiritualists and normal Africans. We have more than one wife. We have lots of women. We have always have lots of women. And we practice polygamy by nature. We don't even know what is monogamy until we got in contact with the so-called white colonialists / scavengers. These are people that are naturally depleted in reasoning and in substance. So for them, many of them do not have capacity to maintain more than one woman, to even satisfy one single woman. They don't have that. So they are the ones that are always pushing monogamy. In Africa, let me show you some simple examples. The man you see on the screen now, his name is Fela Anikulapo Kuti. He's a Nigerian, a legend in Nigerian music. He's an African spiritual practitioner. He has 27 wives. This is a man that sleeps with more than 10 women every night. And he was able to become a successful activist, spiritual practitioner, a musician, and a very, very influential, popular figure in the whole world. Sex was not an issue for him. Okay? We have lots of men like this. I will show you another one. The next one you see on the screen, his name is Asentus Hakoko. He has 130 wives and 200 children. I repeat again, 130 wives and 200 children. You can Google this guy. He's a regular man, a teacher. So you see, he's not, he does not have any issue with sex. Let me show you the next one. This one is Mohammed Bello. He's a Nigerian guy. You can still Google his name again. He has 86 wives and 170 children. He was so popular in his stand that the Muslims, they were complaining they have to go and report him to the state governor that he has too many wives, he should divorce them. But he said he doesn't have any problem with them. Even all the wives supported him, and he was able to take care of, he's taking care of everybody, and everybody is happy in the family. You can still see another case again of Pai Grande. He has 281 children and 49 wives. Still an African. Okay? If you come to Africa today, I'm going to show you millions of cases like this of men that have more than one wife, 5, 10, 16, 20 wives with lots of children. And it does not affect their work. They are taking care of all the wives. They are putting them in their houses. None of the wives are suffering. Everybody is living fine. They are still practicing their form of spirituality. Everything is going on fine for them. Okay? I believe if we also go to the Middle East, we will see many Muslim people with at least 4 wives, 10, 15, 20 wives. And they are practicing their Islam in peace. Everybody is living happily. Everybody is fine, well fed. So, when I come across these spiritualists, these pseudo spiritualists online that are always complaining that sex drains their energy, 1 round of sex or 2 rounds of sex drains their energy, that they cannot be able to do the so-called mighty spiritual work that they are doing. 3 things come to my mind. It's either these people, they are inferior, naturally inferior human beings. They don't have capacity to satisfy more than one woman. Or these people, they are deficient. They are not eating properly. They are suffering. They lack some basic mineral nutrients in their body. Or the third one, which I want to believe, is that they are just carrying this misconception or this lie of sex draining energy that have been propagated by some pseudo or deficient gurus or spiritualists in the past. They are just carrying the same mindsets to spread around the community, or to try to make themselves look pure, that you that is having sex is dirty, or you cannot be as spiritual as them that don't have sex. They want to position themselves as a pious, holier than thou person that is superior to you because they don't live the way you have. Therefore, they are higher than you. You need to come to them for spiritual advice and spiritual consultation. That kind of bullshit. That is why I see these people. Nothing more, nothing less. So when I see this kind of people, I know that something is wrong with them. You are not a real man. Me, in my capacity as I am, as you are looking at me now, I can have 4 rounds of sex a day, even without eating. If I don't eat throughout the whole day, without food, I have the capacity and the engine to go for at least 4 rounds of sex without eating a day. I know my capacity, but I also know that there are many men that cannot do it, even with food. I have met men that are muscular, heavily built more than me. They cannot do more than a round of sex. I have met them in real life. I can show you them, and they will even testify. I have also met men that are very tiny, that are very lanky, that can do more than 10 rounds of sex every day. All men are not created equal. Okay? The fact that you are deficient, or you are lacking, you are inadequate in a certain respect, does not mean that other people should also be inadequate, or other people should see the world through your eyes or your limited abilities. Okay? All men are not created equal. If you come to Africa, I will show you millions of cases of polygamous people, men that have more than 4 wives. These men, they have sex every day. Every day they have sex. It's not a problem for them. 4 times, some 6 times a day. They sleep with all the wives. Some do 3 some, 10 some, 15 some. Anyhow they want to do it. And they live their normal life. They manage their business. They provide for their family. All their wives are living in houses. All their children are educated and well cared for. It is very, very normal in Africa. And these men practice their spirituality. In Africa, sex is not something that drains our energy. It is something that even stimulates us, invigorates us, gives us more energy to even live. We don't have problem with having sex. Okay? So if you have a problem with having sex, if 1 round of sex or masturbation will drain your spiritual energy to the fact that you cannot be able to meditate or chant or do what you are supposed to do, then you are an inferior specimen. I have to say this, you are inferior. And I believe I know many women that will agree with me that you are an inferior man. They will not want to get anything. They will not even consider marrying a man like you, that is complaining that 1 or 2 rounds of sex will drain them of their so-called energy, that they cannot fulfill their spiritual obligation or even physical obligation. Then you are weak. You are created weak, and both of us are not the same. Okay? So when I am pushing my philosophy, telling you something is possible, you should not be challenging me, saying it's not possible. I am not like you. We are not created equal. Look at my face, okay? We are not created equal. So don't be pushing your limited or your myopic or inadequate deficiencies on other people. There are people that can do more than you. Leave them to do their work. In Africa, there's an adage that if you cannot do the work, do not interrupt the person that is doing the work. Okay? In African spirituality, sex is not an issue. It is not an issue for me. It has never affected my spiritual practice in any way, shape, or form. I don't see it as a problem. So these people that are always claiming in Western practices that the sex drain their energy, they practice one thing they call tantra, that they are holding back semen. That is bullshit. We don't do that in Africa. We blow everything away. We have lots of energy in us. We will still get in the morning, more we come. We are divine. As we are eating, we are breathing, everything is coming back. That's why we can have hundreds of wives, and we live to our normal life. We live life very, very well. We are not created the same. Okay, we don't practice tantra. We don't know tantra. For me, that is punishment. How can you be having sex and when it's time to climax, you'll be holding? To me, it's like you are torturing yourself. I cannot practice tantra. When it climax, what energy am I saving? What energy am I deficient? I am not deficient. I have more than enough. As I am now, I can be able to marry 10 women. I have capacity to satisfy 10 women complete on my own. I know my capacity. I know what I have done. So if you don't have capacity to do this, you should shut your mouth where other people that have capacity are talking. Okay? I can show you 20,000 men that have capacity more than you. So you shut your mouth. If you cannot satisfy one woman, don't complain about men that can satisfy 10 women. Okay? Shut your mouth and practice your weakest spirituality inside your darkness or wherever you are practicing. Don't come and be talking on other people's business. It does not drain our energy. Okay? We don't know what is tantra in Africa. Ask any practitioner. We don't know it. We are polygamous people. Sex does not affect our spirituality. Right inside the sex, we are performing our spirituality. We are seeing our vision. After we continue, we still do what we are doing. So we are not created the same. We are not created equal. So you people should mind yourself. Those tantra people, what they call the other one, Keranza, we don't practice that. Okay? When we come to have sex, we come to have sex and have full experience. Holding semen or say one thing is Keranza. What energy are you withholding for manifestation? I don't understand. So this misconception or this mentality should not be attributed to African people because it does not exist in African people. It's for people that are deficient. These are races that are deficient, people that are not eating well, people that are not created well, or people that are fake spiritualists that are carrying this mentality of sex is bad for spirituality, to push it to make them feel superior to other people. You can only scam stupid people. You cannot scam people like me. So this video should be clear to you people. Okay? We are not the same. We are not created equal. So when I'm talking about my spirituality, don't bring your weakest view, your inferior, deficient mentality into my spirituality. Very soon I might have to be insulting you people. Okay? We are not created the same. So let everybody stay on their lane. If you don't have capacity, shut your mouth. There are people that have capacity. Leave the work for them to do the work. Okay? So I hope that this message is clear enough. Questions and comments once again are welcome. And like and share this video. I will see you in the next video as usual. Take care and bye.